Hello everyone, this is Ed, and today I'm going to show you how to get started using Google Classroom. This is a beginner's how to get started tutorial, so if you're looking for just the basics, well then this is the right spot for you. So what exactly is Google Classroom? Well, it's a platform that will help you manage assignments, communicate with individuals or even to the entire class, as well as allows you to provide feedback to your students. There is an app available for this, but for today's purpose, I'm just going to be using the web version. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we need to do is make sure that we are signed into our Google account. And I can check this by looking at the icon or the avatar in the upper right hand corner. You can see that I have a blue E, so let's go ahead and click that. If nobody is signed in, then there'll be a box that just says sign in. It's important to note that you check the end of the account name. The default is usually at gmail.com, but we need to make sure that ours says at cheltenham.org, or otherwise we will not be able to sync to our account. Alright, so that looks good. And since I'm already logged in, I'm going to just click the waffle, which is the little icon that's made out of the 9 little squares next to it. And when I click that, there's going to be a drop-down menu. And then we're going to go ahead and find Classroom and click on that. Now we are inside Google Classroom. Whether you're a teacher or a student, this is where all your classes are located. Yours is probably blank since you're new to Google Classroom. But in the upper right-hand corner, you'll see that there's a plus sign, and we want to go ahead and click that. You will see that you have the option to join a class or create a class. Your students will click join a class, and you will provide them with the class code to do so. But for now, we want to go ahead and click create a class. When you create a class, you have to give it a name. So for our purpose, I'm going to call it practice. And just hit create in the bottom right hand corner. This is your new digital classroom. Don't worry, we can customize it to your liking by selecting a certain theme or uploading a photo. But for now, let's go ahead and focus on what we can do in Classroom. At the top of the page there are some headings. The first one is Stream, which is similar to posting on any other type of social media. We don't have anything yet, but it can be found at the bottom of the center of this page. Next heading says Classwork, which is where we're going to place our assignments. So let's go ahead and click on that. Obviously we don't have anything listed here yet, but we can change that by hitting the Create button. And you can see the drop-down menu comes from an assignment, quiz assignment, questions, materials, reuse the old post if I want. But for this one, I'm going to go ahead and click assignment. And you can see the first thing comes up as a title, so I'm going to plug in ecosystem here. And then underneath that, I can go ahead and add instructions. Now in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see that there's an add button. We want to click that. And you can see, again, we have more options. We can add something from our Google Drive. We can add a link or a PDF file or something, and even a YouTube video. So I'm going to go ahead and click Google Drive, and I already have something queued up here for Bionic Factors. So once I select my document, I'll just go ahead and click Add, which is in the bottom left-hand corner. And then you can see that it's attached. It is important to note here that we can add several files, so kind of keep that in mind. You're not limited to just one. But one thing that I always like to do right here is I like to make a copy for each individual student, so this way it doesn't mess up my original and they can work on their own paper. So I'm going to go ahead and make a copy for each student. And then on the right hand side you can see who is this for. And if I look down here, there's multiple different classes, which is a great feature, especially if you're a 6th grade teacher sharing classes. And then on the other side I can choose students, and in this case I'm going to pick all students. And I can even choose the due date and whatnot. And then in the upper right hand corner, I'm just going to go ahead and click assign. And there you have it. You can see that my classwork shows that I have an ecosystem assignment ready for the kids to view. And if I would like to add more stuff, all I would have to do is just click create and choose another option. All of the features pretty much work the same, but it can help to keep things organized. Okay, so moving along, at the top, the next heading says people. I'm going to go ahead and click that, and that is really just going to be a list of all the students in your class. And if you want to add another teacher, so in my case I would add Miss Kirkland, all I would have to do is just click on this and put in her credentials. The next tab would be grades, and if I click on that I can grade assignments from here. Obviously I don't have anything, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to my stream now. Now we are back at our stream and we can see our assignment is at the bottom of the page. As we add more questions, quizzes, materials, or other assignments, they will fill in down there at the bottom. The last thing that we need to go over is how to add students to our class. The easiest way is to copy down the class code, which is right here under the class title, and email that out to the parents and have them join the class. However, you can also invite them through an email under the people heading. So let's take a quick look at that. And right where it says students, you just hit the little body with the plus sign, and then you would have to put in the parent's email. So there is the basics of Google Classroom. Thank you for watching this tutorial.